These type of men don't just learn, they do worse.
Who is this?
Daniel couldn't breathe. His chest felt tight, like the air had been sucked out of the room the moment that door opened. Zara was not surprised, not scared, just comfortable. Like this was normal, like he was the outsider. "Daniel," she said again, standing up slowly, too calmly, too casually. The man beside her didn't move. He leaned back, studying Daniel like he was watching a movie. "Who is this?" Daniel's voice cracked. Zara glanced at the man, then back at Daniel. "This," she said, almost amused. "This is Michael." Michael smirked. Daniel's heart pounded harder. "And you are?" Michael added, tilting his head. Daniel froze. "You are?" After everything, he was being asked who he was.
I'm the one who built everything and made her who she is.
Who helped? "Oh, please." Zara cut in sharply. Her tone changed. "Colder now. Sharper. Let's not exaggerate things, Daniel." That sentence hit harder than a slap. "What are you saying?" he whispered. "What did I do wrong?" Zara sighed, like she was tired of explaining something obvious. "I'm saying," she stepped closer, her eyes locking onto his, "you were useful." The word echoed in his head. Michael chuckled softly behind her. "You really didn't tell him?" he asked. Zara smirked. "I was getting there." Daniel looked between them, confusion turning into something darker. "Fear, what is going on?" he asked slowly. Zara walked past him, heading toward the window. She crossed her arms, looking out, like this was just another normal night. "You remember the night we met?" she asked. Daniel nodded slowly. "The rain, you crying, you said you had nowhere to go." She laughed, a low, chilling laugh. "That part was real," she said, "but not in the way you think." "I wasn't broke, Daniel," she continued. "I was looking." "For what?" "For someone like you. Someone I could fool." Everything inside him went still. "What do you mean, someone like me?" She turned, smiling faintly. "Kind, hard-working, desperate to grow, easy to influence, and fall to me." Each word felt like a knife. "You needed a push," she said. "And I needed a partner I could control." Daniel shook his head. "No, that's not true. Everything we built was funded by your risk," she cut in. "Your loans, your name, your effort." She stepped closer again. "But controlled by me." His mind raced. The documents, the business registration, the decisions, the late-night calls. "Wait," he whispered. "The company." Zara's smile widened. "There it is." Daniel's heart dropped into his stomach. "No," he muttered. "No, we registered it together." "Did we?" She tilted her head. Michael stood up now, walking closer, enjoying every second of this. "You signed the papers," Zara said softly. "But you never read them." Flash, the moment at the desk, her finger pointing where to sign, his blind trust. Daniel staggered back slightly and felt stupid. "What did you do?" he asked, voice barely audible. Zara's answer came like a bullet. "The business isn't yours anymore." Everywhere went silent. "It's mine now," Zara said with a mischievous grin. Everything collapsed in that moment. Every long day, every sacrifice, every dream. Gone. "You're lying," Daniel whispered in shock. Daniel's knees felt weak. "That's impossible. How?" "Check the documents," Michael said, pulling out his phone casually. "Registered owner, Zara Okoye." Zara stepped closer, her voice dropping lower. "You built it, Daniel," she said. "But legally, you own nothing." The room spun, his hands clenched into fists. "You used me," he said, his voice shaking with rage now. She didn't deny it. "I needed a foundation," she replied. "You were perfect." "And him?" Daniel pointed at Michael, her expression softening for him. Michael was always part of the plan. That hurt more than anything. So everything was fake? You were already having an affair? Daniel asked. Zara paused. For the first time, there was a flicker of something in her eyes. Not guilt, but something close. Not everything, she said quietly. And somehow, that made it worse. Daniel laughed suddenly, a broken, empty laugh. I lost everything for you, he said. My money, my time, my trust. And you gained experience? Michael added mockingly. Daniel's eyes snapped toward him. Something changed in that moment. The pain turned into something else. Something dangerous. Then he wiped his face, looked at Zara, really looked at her. For the first time, without love. You think this is over? He asked with pain and anger. It is for you, she replied. Daniel nodded slowly. Then he smiled. Not the warm smile she knew. Something colder, something new. No, he said. This is just the beginning. Michael laughed. With what? You have nothing. Daniel's smile didn't fade. Maybe, he said, but I have something you didn't plan for. Zara's eyes narrowed slightly. And what is that? Daniel stepped closer, lowered his voice with confidence. Time. For a brief second, Zara hesitated. Just a second. But he saw it. Then he turned and walked out with calm. The night air hit him hard. But this time, he didn't feel broken. He felt awaken. As he walked down the empty street, memories flashed through his mind. Every deal, every customer, every supplier, every secret Zara thought she controlled. He had been there, watching, learning. You were useful. Her words echoed again. Daniel stopped walking. Slowly, he pulled out his phone, scrolled, then stopped on a number, a contact he hadn't thought about in months. One of their biggest suppliers. Someone who trusted him, not Zara. His finger hovered over the call button. Then, he pressed it. Hello? A voice answered. Daniel smiled slightly. Yeah, it's me, he said calmly. We need to talk. Far away, in her apartment, Zara stood by the window, arms crossed, tensed. Michael walked up behind her. He's finished, he said confidently. Zara didn't respond. Her eyes were fixed on the street below, watching the direction Daniel had gone. For the first time, she wasn't completely sure. People like him don't fight back, Michael continued. Zara finally spoke. Yeah, people like him don't, she said slowly. Then her expression darkened. But people like him learn. And somewhere in the city, Daniel was already planning his next move. Stay tuned for what befalls Zara and her new guy next.